Oh wait, I don't have my earrings. Hey girl. Scorpio, how are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca and I'm going to be doing your weekly love message between you and your person. I'm going to be getting into the energies between you, what's going on between y'all two, and what's going on with them. We're just going to deep dive in what's going on between that. I also do general weekly readings for your zodiac sign, which I'll put as a link up to over here. If you're interested in hearing about that. We sometimes get into love in those readings, but yeah, it's just for more general messages each week. But yeah, I always ask every individual to rely on your intuition whenever it comes to my readings, because put it in perspective, I'm just a man reading some tarot cards. I could never possibly know your situation more than you could. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because again, it's just some tarot cards. It's not personal, right? If you do enjoy my reading though, and you like my style of reading, I would really appreciate it for you to give me a like and subscribe, because it does help out my channel a lot, and I always am super appreciative when you guys take the time to do that for me. Now, also, I would love for you guys to let me know in the comments below how these cards resonate with you guys and in what way. That's how I keep up with y'all, right? I always am in the comments and some responding to you guys, because I like to know, that's my way of keeping up with you guys, and it's so cool to hear the progression of y'all's relationships and just your lives in general. So yeah, I always like to hear from you guys. But yeah, I'm finishing pulling up the last clarifiers for you guys, and then we're going to jump into this reading. I'm also going to be using a fellow YouTuber's oracle deck. It's from Regretless Life Tarot. She actually took the photos for these cards and made these tarot cards or oracle cards herself. It's so cool. So we're going to be pulling a card to go with the overall theme and energy of this reading. So we have the tenderness card, 25 equaling to 7 for you, Scorpio. Write that down. This card says, let yourself embrace this love without fear. So this is kind of letting go of your inhibitions, and this is kind of matching your 8 of air energy, which is the between y'all two. But we'll get into that later. So yeah, beautiful card. She took the picture for this, you guys. So cool. I'll leave a link to her Etsy store down below. So yeah, let's get into this. Ace of Air on your side. We have brilliant new ideas, inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation. So it's almost like you're letting down your guard, I hear. You're letting down your guard when it comes to this connection. But it's interesting because there's still, with this 8 of Air, where there's still some type of fear holding people back. Now this could still just be some residual energy on your side, but maybe it's just on your other person's side. But it's interesting because they're the Ace of Earth while you are the Ace of Air. So this is right off the bat, I would say a soul connection, some type of deep connection of some sort between y'all two. And I feel like this already has potential just with the dynamic of the cards. It's letting me know that you both have really good intentions with you two, but then when it comes to coming together, there's some type of fear, right? It's you are the Ace of Air, you have so many hopes and dreams for this connection and going the lengths with it. And then they want the stability in this connection. They want to make long-term plans with you, right? But again, when it comes to just trying to combine this energy, the 8 of Air comes in where there's just this underlying fear. So let's break this down, right? Let's look at the clarifiers for this connection. On your side of things, we have the Ace of Swords, the Lovers card in the reverse, and the Sun card. So for some of you Scorpios, I don't know if you're questioning if this person is for you. I don't know if you're questioning if you are hooked on the wrong person, I hear. But that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. Knight of Wands, I feel like some of you guys are feeling this way, or maybe just some of this unsteadiness when it comes to this situation, when it comes to this connection, just because it's extremely new for you. For some of you guys, you may not have been in a type of relationship that this is. I do kind of feel like you guys are in a unique kind of pairing. Yeah, that is something I want to say. I do feel like this is in terms of this connection, it's unique in some type of way that it kind of just throws you off. So it's because of this uncharted territory for you. You're just is this really good for me? Is this really worth it? It feels like there's some type of overthinking nature that I feel like instills fear into you, right? Some type of overthinking nature, or just because it's this is like new territory for you, and that's where your fear comes in with this. Like, you want the best for this connection with the Sun card and the Ace of Swords. Like, you so desperately want to go forward in this connection, have it be fruitful, but there's just like you get in your head somehow. The energy between you guys with this Eight of Air, I pulled the Clarifier, Two of Cups, right? So this is definitely, like, you really can't get better cards in terms of like how an energetic connection in this type of way will go. Like, you really can't. Like, so at least on an energetic level, God, it sounds so cheesy when I'm saying it, right? There is potential in this. There's like a lot of cohesiveness. There's a lot of beautiful blending of energies between you two. You guys complete each other in a lot of ways. But we have the Devil card with the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Again, I'm going to hold them upright so you can see them. So there is like an energy here where someone is, and this could be on both sides, right? But this is also letting me know part of the fear of this connection is because someone isn't wanting to do their own healing, right? They don't want to address this devil. They don't want to admit that this devil is giving them baggage, and that's why this card is inverted. Oh my goodness. Now, again, I'm going to just speak in terms of this person, so that way it doesn't feel like I'm aggressively attacking you, right? Scorpio. But obviously, again, you'll know if this is like pertaining to you. It could just be both, because this is the middle ground energy. So it could be both of you guys. But yeah, there is like a level where someone just doesn't want to put their ego to the side, or they don't want to admit that they have an ego or like they don't want to admit that there's some type of issue that they're having, or that they have with themselves that makes an issue in terms of this connection. That's what I mean by this. It's like someone isn't willing to admit that they have their own issues that they're projecting into this situation, which then instills some type of fear in terms of this connection for it to fully go the full 9 yards. Does that make sense? Like, you guys were so close, but then you just don't do the, what is it that people do in sport, like home run or something, one of those things. On their side of things, for the clarifier of the Ace of Earth, they have the Five of Cups, Queen of Swords in the reverse, and then the Tower card in the reverse. So heavily, if it's not you, at the very least, this energy right here, this is definitely giving me a confirmation that this person right here is needing to do some work, if I'm going to be honest. They're so in their head, they're very wishy-washy with this energy where it's just like, oh, I want to move on, but at the same time I don't, but at the same time I do, sort of thing. That's a very wishy-washy energy. And I don't feel like they're doing it well, on some level they are doing it intentionally, obviously, but I don't think they're doing it in a way that they are aware that they are affecting this connection. Does that make sense? Because again, it just stems from some, like, I really, with this Queen of Swords and this Tower card coming in, this is letting me know heavily that they are doing some type of projection when it comes to this situation here. And that may cause like either friction or distance in terms of this connection. So like somebody needs to be doing some self-reflecting. Someone needs to have a Tower moment with themselves, and keep in mind, inverted. These are both inverted. I'm just showing you them upright so you can look at the art. Someone needs to have their Tower moment, but when it was inverted, they're resisting it. They're resisting it, and that's what's stopping this connection. Tower card has been popping up a bunch recently. Yeah, this person is like refusing, like, it just seems like, I don't want to say refusing because maybe they're just not conscious of it, but it's just like such a resistant energy toward, such a resistant energy towards like growing more or like challenging themselves. I don't know if it's because they just lack the self-awareness, or maybe they just haven't been called out before in this type of way, because maybe they aren't, I don't know. The Peacock comes in on your side where you need to stand out and be noticed. I kind of more so take this as an energy of someone that needs to be themselves without any shame, right? Maybe that pertains in terms of this connection in some way. Maybe it doesn't. I don't feel like deep diving into it anymore, because I feel like if the message has any deeper meaning, you'll know it, right? Between this energy, we have your loyalty and your faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like this card doesn't kind of give an underlying hint that there may be a third party here, but I also don't want to be that tarot reader that talks about that just because it's like, this is some tarot cards. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm able to just hone in on this other energy and be like, oh yeah, like they're talking to Becky with the good hair. Like, and this is not real. But I'm also not going to pretend like the elephant isn't in the room with this card. So yeah, we'll leave it like that with that one. The mouse card. You're overlooking something important. You're overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. This is the energy that is with them. This is literally what I was just saying. Scorpio, come on now. Come on. They are just like, I don't know if you need to be the one that gives them their wake-up call, but they're desperately needing a wake-up call because I feel like they are overlooking something in their own behavior that is severely impacting this connection, if I'm going to be blunt. So I guess it's kind of up to you on deciding if you want to have that uncomfortable conversation. I don't know. This is kind of like one of those energies where it's like, I can pull more cards and tell you and be like, oh, like, we'll see, like, what's the best case scenario for this relationship. But it doesn't matter what the best case scenario is when it comes to this relationship until this person addresses their ego. And an ego, when someone has like their ego, it's one of those tricky things. It's one of those unpredictable things that really will alter how things will pan out second by second, day by day. Like, it just is highly dependent on this individual. So they need a wake-up call. But I don't know. You'll have to be the one to decide if you'll be part of that or not. Yeah, that's the reading that I have for you, Scorpio. Hopefully this is helpful in some way. Again, if it does, please give me a like and subscribe because I would be super appreciative of it. But yeah, I love you so much. Bye.